Welcome to this week's Fundraising Friday. This week we're talking about organizational change. The one thing in life that's constant is change, and organizations have certainly changed and had to change and adapt since COVID and will certainly continue to. So how do you know if your organization is ready to take on change, whether it is self-imposed or whether it's posed from the outside? First thing, you need to make sure that you have a commitment to your mission and purpose. And that's not just the organization that is, because the organization is made up of people, but your staff, your leadership, your board all need to be committed to the mission and purpose of your organization. Now that sounds simple enough. You go, of course they're all committed, but are they? Have you had conversations about what you do, why you do it, and why you're valuable in the community? That's a conversation your board should be having at least once a year. Your leadership team should be having at least once a month, and you should be having with your staff continually. Everything should lead back to mission and purpose so that when an opportunity comes up or a challenge comes up, everybody's on the same page that, yes, we do this because it advances our mission, or no, we don't because it's counter to our purpose. Second thing you need to have to be ready for organizational change is access to information. Are you a learning organization, or are you an organization who always does things the same old way? You need to make sure that your leaders, that your board, that your staff are taking advantage of professional opportunities to continue to stay current in your field, that you're constantly scanning your environment to know what's going on with your clientele, with your potential clientele, with your funders, with your competitors, just overall what's happening in our environment. Because without that kind of information, you can't change successfully. The other part of information is you need to make sure you know what you as an organization are doing. I'm flabbergasted when I'll ask an organizational leader, so what's your budget? I don't need it to the penny, but you should be able to tell me in round numbers how much you spend and how much you raise every year, or how many clients you serve, or in a geographic area like ours, how many come from Iowa and how many come from Illinois. That basic information should be ingrained in certainly the leadership, but also all of the staff. Likewise, you need transparency. You need, as your leaders, to be sharing the information they can with staff. Now, obviously, they can't share everything. You can't share HR information. You can't share, things about your strategy until you're ready. But there needs to be a thought process that everyone in your organization knows what they need to know and that they're free to ask questions if they need more information. That comes to our last one, and that is open, honest communication. There needs to be a sense that anyone can ask anyone a question, that won't be looked upon negatively, that we can disagree with each other, and we can disagree with each other respectfully on the ideas without getting personal, and that we can try new things and we are free to fail as long as we learn from those failures and we continue to move the organization forward. If your organization can't say yes to all of these things, you've got some homework to do. And I would say you need to start doing that soon, because while you can control the kind of change you might want to implement, you can't control the kind of change that gets imposed from outside your organization. That's this week's Fundraising Friday. Thanks. Have a great weekend.